two groups of people are lied to in America every April. Every April in America, two groups are lied to. NFL reporters right before the draft and IRS employees right before tax day. Hey, they get lied to. If you're an NFL reporter, don't be offended by it. They lie to the most popular reporters. They use those reporters. The Peter King, Jay Glazer, Shefty, Peter Schrager, Chris Mortensen, because they know those reporters are a bullhorn for the league. Everybody's reading them. So they tell them things, and there's messaging. We talked about this earlier this week. So get about 3 weeks, a month before the draft. Especially this draft is really interesting because there's a bunch of quarterbacks, and it's a really good quarterback class. I think 3 of the 4 top guys can be really good, and, a bunch of teams need quarterbacks. So the New York Giants just didn't get this whole process. They just didn't really get it. You think they would. They're the New York Giants, right? A lot of Super Bowls, a lot of history, a lot of great stories, fans, history, blue blood, all that stuff. But they didn't get it. In a quarterback class rich with running backs, the Giants are like advertising, we're going to take a running back number 2. Even if you were, why are you talking about it? Why would you do that? You're not scaring anybody. What you want to create with that number 2 pick is panic. You want to say, I tell you what, we're going to draft a quarterback. Then Denver at 5 freaks out. Miami at 11 freaks out. Arizona doesn't have a quarterback, freaks out. Buffalo freaks out. Let's get the Giants pick. Let's give them a bunch of picks out like that. But the Giants just couldn't figure it out. Yeah, we're not even taking a quarterback. We're not even interested. We're going to take a running back, and there's a bunch of them. What are you doing? Finally this week, the New York Giants, Dave Gettleman, figured out how to play the game. There are certain times in life you play the game. Be nice to in-laws, even if they drive you crazy. You play the game. In the NFL before the draft, play the game. If you have a top 5 pick, if you don't need a quarterback, say you're thinking about drafting a quarterback. Just tell them that. Play the game. And what do you know? Peter Schrager, very, very well connected, widely distributed, has a new mock draft today. And what do you know? He's got the Giants taking a quarterback. Think he just made that up? I'm going to go, no, he didn't. The New York Giants, Peter Schrager's in New York. He's got amazing contacts. He may have talked to people of note. Finally, even if you want Saquon Barkley, don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody. There's 7 running backs that are going to make the NFL out of this draft, and they're all unique and really good. Georgia's got 2. Ronald Jones out of USC. Kid out of Miami I like a lot. There is a game to play here. The New York Giants, in the last 36 hours, finally figured it out. First thing they did, leaked a story to Adam Schefter. OBJ, first-round pick, second-round pick. We'd be interested. Spread the news through a bullhorn. Spread the news. Take calls. Now through Schrager. New mock draft. They're taking Josh Allen. You know who's freaking out? Buffalo's freaking out. They like him. Arizona's freaking out. Nobody's going to be left. Miami at 11's got Tannehill. They want to draft a quarterback. They're freaking out this morning. Denver's like, damn, thought we'd get lucky. Got to play the game, man. New York Giants. Philadelphia is really well run. Dallas has a very interesting roster. Washington now has Alex Smith. Giants, you're in jeopardy if you don't figure this game out. If you don't figure out manipulation, you're in great danger of being a 4th-place team for several years. This week, light went on. Giants figured it out. Odell Beckham, for instance, is really expensive. He wants to renegotiate a contract. I don't think there's a lot of takers for Odell Beckham Jr. because nobody wants to get saddled paying a wide receiver $20 million a year. I mean, Julio Jones is the best receiver, probably most dependable guy in the NFL. And after about $13, $14 million, I'm not sure how much you can pay a wide receiver. And I like him a lot, but his production is not tied to wins. Atlanta's not better when he plays well. That's my knock on Odell Beckham Jr. But let me tell you a guy where it makes a lot of sense. Rob Gronkowski, according to the Boston Journal's Greg Bedard, a legitimate guy, not some crazy blogger, has a Bill Belichick-friendly source who said the Patriots head coach would be receptive to trading Gronk. The Niners and the Rams would be possible destinations. Of course the Rams are interested. The Rams have now emerged as the favorite to land LeBron James. I had LeBron coming to L.A. I just had the wrong team, apparently. The Rams are a very interesting fit. They wanted Marcus Peters, best corner in the game. They got him. They wanted Aqib Talib, top 5 corner, got him. Wanted Ndamukong Suh, got him. Odell Beckham Gronk interested. I think they can get him because it would take not multiple picks. If you gave Belichick the Rams' 23rd pick in the first round, New England would take it, and the Rams can't get a starter there anyway. So Gronk's a guaranteed starter. Now the question is, how long is Gronk going to play? My guess is in L.A., if he's happier, he'll play 2 years. He's got a 2-year deal. It's about a $7-8 million cap hit. It's all incentive-based, or a large part of it's incentive-based, which tells you New England kind of tired of his crap. New England got tired of the injuries. I think if you're New England, you have squeezed every ounce of water out of the Gronk sponge. In the last 6 years, he has played 11 games, 7 games, 15, 8, and 14. He's missed 6 playoff games and a Super Bowl. It is a workable contract. The Rams have the piece to get it. And I don't think within the Patriot system, I don't think he's a game changer. I think within the Rams system, for a year, there's nobody you could draft that could start on this current Rams team. So I think it makes sense. San Francisco, for the record, since they took the Patriots to the cleaners on the Garoppolo deal, maybe they'd cut a more Patriot-friendly deal, doubt it, with Gronk. But I think that Niners and the Rams are being mentioned. The Rams makes a lot of sense to me. Actually, the Niners makes a ton of sense to me. They really don't have a go-to guy at that spot. Rams have talented young tight ends. They don't have a go-to tight end. The Niners drafted a kid out of Iowa last year. He's not a go-to tight end. He's an NFL tight end. All makes sense to me.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.